Well, my friends, you're here, and I'm here. And I decided, you know what? I'm having too much fun. I'm not going to stop. Let's keep going. Let's do this. And so we're going to more hardcore vanilla Minecraft coming at you right now from Hambbage. And let's get our world loaded on up. Uh, Video 191, I think, is what we're recording here. I often kind of lose track in my own head, but kind of took a nice little dinner break. Did a bit of time outside. It was beautiful. Clouds were kind of breaking up as things. I guess as the sun started to go down. Let's make more iron blocks. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the content on the tower build. I know I'm having an absolute blast getting back to a little bit of building. That being said, while we're doing that, I think we may just take a little bit of a divert episode. No, not a dessert episode. I know what you guys are thinking. You're all hungry. Um, we're going to just do a few more things around here that I think are going to help us kind of longer term. One of those is not real exciting at all, and that is we're going to go over and finish fixing up our tools. We should have this cooking. We had just started that as we wrapped up the last episode. I wanted to hold up those. You know what? Let's make another batch. We can never have too many torches on hand. And our chest here is getting a little bit crazy. We'll just jam that full. I think that's a pretty good use of the consumables chest. We're looking pretty good here as well, which is a good thing. So, what do we have? Some grass and dirt to put away. Let's go down and do that. What's up, doggies? Hey, how's it going, guys? They got shunned in the last episode. They were pretty upset about it, I heard. But they're doing okay now. They have short memories and they're very happy. We said hello. So we made awesome progress on the tower. And again, keep the comments coming. Let me know if you're enjoying the build so far. If you have any recommendations, remember, while it is a tower and it is just a kind of coastal fortification, it's not it's not like a princess castle or anything like that. It's not gonna have crazy spires and all that kind of stuff. It's if you live along a coast that has some historical fortifications, they're not all fancy and delicate. They're made to get hit with cannonballs a lot and not fall over. So with that in mind, we're kind of sticking to that theme, but I also think we've got some more to do to kind of bring it to life and make those a bit more fun. But knowing my propensity that once I start tinkering, I'm going to kind of keep tinkering until I get it the way I want it. I am going to step away from that just for this video, really, because this is a later evening one for me, and I don't want to end up spending half the night just plugging away at something that we can easily do over the course of the day. And for anybody who's watched long enough to recall the original tower build, the tower itself went up pretty quick. It was the battlements and stuff like that that really, when you start like, no, that doesn't look right. No, we got to switch. We're not doing that. Those are the kind of things that kind of bog us down a little bit. So we'll leave those off and come back maybe tomorrow on those and just fresh eyes, fresh enthusiasm. Whoa! Dude! Excuse you, Mr. Loud. What's your deal? Um, yeah, so sadly, the big next part of the day is to get our tools going. And I say that kind of uh, tongue-in-cheek. Is that fair? Um, boy, now after I just put all those boxes away, let's start you guys up again. I haven't even really looked up yet. I know there may be some new folks around or folks that haven't seen it before, and I hate to downplay, but this is my darkroom spawner. As you can see, it's not just a plain old box. It's got a little bit more decorative to that, and we did set it up for only creepers. So we're staying pretty well set on. I think I'm gonna need an extra one. The 3 that I bothered to put away. A cactus. That's our massive efficiency cactus farm going. Hey, yes, you are very friendly, very close talker. He's checking things out. Oh, I figured we were probably done. I didn't even check to see if the fire was lit. Cool. Well, we'll throw that back in there. Nothing on this side. We've got some more smooth. That's handy. Let's go ahead and drop those. Again, primarily supplies on that side for the... We'll put them in there. For the nether highways that we still have yet to build. How do we do it? Okay, so we're down into the hoppers. I thought we were close, but I guess having not been here, probably haven't been doing a whole lot. So how are we doing? A few more stacks each. We'll leave those here and try to not forget them when we finish up. But look at how close our shovel is already. I think maybe we had hostile creatures down a little bit in the volume. We tweaked everything when we were working on our railroad. We had portals that were breaking all the time, and I couldn't figure out what classification that was. So we'd ended up just dumping the whole game volume. And sure enough, I talked about it. Said, well, now that I've done that and I've just boosted my system volume, I'm gonna forget and then go watch something, and it's gonna come on and just blast my eardrum. Yep, it did. Totally. So that was fun. But yeah, we've let's put. I don't think we're gonna need. Well, no, because we're gonna leave that glass anyway. We don't need anything here. Let's just pick these up. That last little bit of glass can stay there. We'll pick it up on some future visit. And these, the 2 that have stuff, we'll leave in here. As I said, this is gonna kind of be a run around and do some just fun stuff. I'd mentioned one, and that was kind of what made me think of it. I talked about the Grand Residential Operation for Shearing Sheep. You guys figure out why they made that name when you see the acronym, but we had talked about it in the context of stabling up some horses, and that's a little bit longer term. I want to have a stable within the walls where, if we were relying on horsepower for transportation, and being mounted in any kind of a defense or fight, we'd have them ready at hand, and they'd have a place to stay while they were brought inside if we were under siege or whatever. So that's part of the construction, which is what I was really thinking of. But what I've also thought of and have mentioned a couple times is we we definitely set up our ghast farm, and I still haven't looked, so this may be a bit of a mistake, but it won't hurt us at all to do some shearing. So we're gonna go shear some sheep and load up on wool a little bit and see if carpeting allows us to force spawn ghasts in those rooms. I don't know if that's a workable plan or not, but it's the plan we're gonna go with. Still no cactus there. How are we doing on gunpowder? We used a ton making all that TNT. So we are now back to needing to resupply. Oh, we've still got, a pretty good amount there. Maybe we should pull this shulker box again and bring some of that back too. Whether we make that into more TNT or not, I'm not sure, but we'll find a use for it, whether it's rockets or TNT or whatever. And I have said another project I want to do urgently is getting more ancient debris so that we can I guess we don't need to put it away. Haven't we learned our lesson yet? So that we can get our second axe, and then keep duplicating tools. And we found a little bit of clay as we were working on the tower. And the other question there is, do we have any advantage if we use the fortune shovel, right? On the clay. Will we get more of the little clay balls or not? Kind of is scratching at my brain like that's one of the couple things that it does. I think it gives you a better chance of flint when you're working on the gravel mountains, particularly, or under the ocean or anything, but gravel will have a better chance of dropping flint. And I think there was one other thing, and they're just so kind of out there for me, and I haven't done a lot of gathering with. Sorry, I'm just wandering here as we wait. A lot of gathering with clay, or building with clay, so I haven't needed to gather a lot of it. And that's something that would be interesting to know. I don't think I'm ever going to need so much of it that I'll really need a lot of fortune. Usually when I'm looking at those bricks, it's like for internal design stuff, brick ovens in kitchens to set things off, or a kind of an accent type block. I rarely do massive builds with the brick, and I think it's one of those that a little bit goes a long way. So I wouldn't want to completely overdo it, but it kind of has the advantage, so many of the easily duplicated or produced block types get so heavily used. And because that one's pretty old, it wasn't introduced, it hasn't always been in the game. but it was introduced a long, long, long time ago. So there's no novelty there anymore. It's like, oh, whatever. Am I really going to go to a swamp and dig up a bunch of the clay and then craft it into little clay bars and then cook it or however you do it? I haven't done it. I know that you get the little pieces of clay. It's kind of like, is it netherite too that does that? Where you get like little pieces first and then you make the textured block that looks like actual bricks because you can't do anything with the intermediary step. That's, again, one of those. Just why? Why do we have extra? If you can do, if you can even make that brick like a snowball and throw it, right? Like, if you want to, you can go throw bricks at a creeper to make it really mad. That would be awesome. Give us something to do with it that's more fun than just, this is just something that you have to make another thing out of it. I don't know. I don't have a problem with tiered crafting like that. There's lots of the different, all the various stone stuff. You got to take cobble and make stone if you don't have a silk touch, and then to make bricks, you've got to turn them from there. So there's lots of nested crafting. I don't mind because those blocks have use as well. The little piece brick things. And maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe I'm just showing my own ignorance. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know something to do with the little intermediate blocks. But that's something we'd like to do a little bit with. In fact, maybe we'll go play with those back at the base. How are we doing here, Pick? Come on, you're so close. How are we doing on time? Let's take a look. Good, good. Just over 16 minutes. Take a little sip there. I did finally finish my coffee. Again, I didn't sip on that through dinner finally. But I had nice grilled chicken onto a green salad. Oh, it was great. Some sunflower seeds, a little sprinkling of cheese, a little bacon. It's good. Good eating for summer. And no rain. Didn't get any kind of storms really. It stayed like 80 degrees all day. Perfect summer day. Way too spoiled for almost the end of June. And hoping you guys are all doing well. I know it's such a mixed kind of reverse bag for the whole country. Like, anybody who's watched a little bit knows I'm not a scientist at all. By schooling, I'm a historian. By profession, I'm in kind of IT management, technology type stuff. So, but I've always been fascinated by weather and the records and that kind of stuff and what they represent, but more how the systems move across the country and get changed as they do. Like the weather that Portland and Seattle is getting right now, where it's so hot up on the coast, and they're not used to that because normally the Pacific in the northwest part of the country maintains kind of, it's that stereotypical Seattle rain thing. It's just so. Oh, that was the shovel we switched into. Let's just get these done. They should each be like 2 swings. We'll let them build up. But yeah, it gets a little wild when you expect to live on the coast and it's going to stay cool, and then all of a sudden you get a week of upper 90s, hundreds and all that, and they're just not used to it. Houses aren't designed, they're much more designed to keep things warm in the cool, damp winter than they are to really open up and let a ton of airflow through. Like, you might get in Arizona, although now with AC, modern systems, none of us really do too much of that. All right, we're done here. So yeah, it's a struggle. But you think back, and before the 1950s, that's what everybody lived with. And yes, I think we all know that human interaction with the world and just our presence, our paving and our cities and all that are having an effect on uh, the climate. And I'm not apologizing for any of that, but we are humans. We do live here. We're not, nobody's willing to. In the spirit of the Purge movie that's being advertised on all our various videos and stuff that we like to watch right now, um, we're not willing to just go say, yeah, you know what, 2/3 of the population, sorry, you lose the death lottery and time to go, so we have less of a footprint. And that's the cold truth of a lot of it is there are just a lot more of us in the world today than there were 10, 15, 20, or 100 years ago. We were better at feeding ourselves. Despite the news and everything, we are a more peaceful world. Sure, we have areas of conflict and terrorism and that kind of stuff, but we haven't had wholesale killing of tens of millions of people in a blessedly long time. Now, I don't know if we've set up other smooth stone boxes. I think this is netherrack only back here so far, which is good. And I don't think we had any set up here, which is fine. So let's come down away from all our terracotta and set a smooth stone, because we're going to use a lot of that when we come into our, and I think we have lots of it in those furnaces. That I'm trying to keep just out of the way while we prep the inventory. Look at all this glass. It's wonderful. Never thought we would have gotten to the point where we were too full there, and all we need to do is just go start more focused work, or we could really drop it off in the nether build site. Let's do that. That's probably what we should do with the smooth stone too. All right, so we've only got those two left. We'll take those upstairs with us when we go. Let's just do this quick. It's right outside the portal. Anybody remember which of these we had glass in? Ice and boats. Empty. Good to see that we have all this stuff. There's some stuff. Alright, well, glass. Get to refresh our memory. So those are just stage supplies for building more highways. That's our theme. And I think it's pretty sustainable long term. The nether quartz that we can keep grabbing for XP. Alright. So, must do task done. We got our tools all squared away again. And that is helpful in that I think as I said, the next kind of bonus activity in and amongst, outside of this episode, again, don't confuse what we're working on here with longer term, but in and amongst that, we want to get back to the nether. I've talked about it how many times now. It's just something we want to do. Most importantly, I want to get this totem back in my hand. Alright, so these two can come. Oh, I didn't. Oh, man. Alright. Empty. Empty. These two. Just get those in hand, and why don't I thought I had, I thought there was somewhere I had like 8 pairs of shears. I guess I saw something else. Maybe I've got some over there? I don't know. Huh. That's interesting, though. Alright, well, these two can go away. These three can go away. They might have been in the consumables. They've been in the consumables? Wait, what? I give up. Consumables, tools. Alright. Our bed is by the work site. We need to grab that on the way. Hey, S'more, how you doing? How's your flower? Oh, we haven't looked at your flower, even though we walked by it. It's beautiful. I know you're doing a great job guarding it. Keep up the good work. Bye. All right. Anybody who hasn't been around in a few episodes, this is our current in-progress tower build. We're plugging away at it. We'll put some smooth sandstone in there. Eventually, that's going to come into play. I really should have put it back at the other boxes, but it's fine. It's fine. It's also really nice having this where you don't have to torch around the outside with the water. All right. So this is eventually what we want to start turning into kind of a wild woodland road. Winding. I love winding. It's a good word. It reminds me of the song Mr. Wendell. But it's going to curve its way and wind through these woods. And that sort of just masks the fact that, if you went in a straight line diagonal, you'd be right there. But it also is going to give a little bit more life to our world. We'll probably have to take out some of these trees just to make the opening more apparent. But yeah, hey, wild sheep. He's not getting out of there, is he? So these are just our free-range sheep. This is kind of scary. It's like the other day, my day, few videos back when we were last harvesting the fields for emeralds to trade, and I think we were repairing tools too, just to kind of get XP. Can I get you? Oh yeah, sheared right on the old noggin. Good job. Hopefully those won't despawn when we come over here. So we'd set these up, and then we ended up not needing the wool. I'd hoped, and that's why I'm kind of wondering on the. That's a deeper pond than I anticipated. What? We need the wool. What's going on, game? You guys just stay. So much cooler like this. Okay. Very bye. Let's go get that blue wool. So yeah, I'm a little gun shy because I wanted to use this blue on top of the blue ice to keep mobs from spawning. We ended up using the crimson stem buttons instead, and I think those look great. It's a nice little change from just regular old stone or wood buttons. Now, he got out too. Oh, right here. How is that? No, no, no. Now we gotta go. I think I still have some leads over here. Maybe. Yeah. And we'll take some of this. And let's read a bit. It's good. I'm glad and when I found the 3 sets of shears, I totally just ignored the fact that I had thought about. Man, they're making such a break for it. Get out of the woods. Come on. Back in. I know. It was my mistake. I made an incorrect enclosure for you. And you weren't safe, but there's creepers out in these trees and wolves, maybe. You could get eaten up. Come on. Come on. I know. Come on. Come. Listen, buddy. Why are you not coming? Come on. It's not that bad in here. All your friends are in here. They were wondering what happened to you. Okay. Get that. Now, I think I saw another one over on this side. Oh, I see a horse. Again, horses to be visited. Come on. Somehow I lost that lead. Hoping it will reappear. If not, we may have to run back over here. But let's get these guys inside the fence. Oh, good job, guys. When you're working with animals, in my book, you'll save a million headaches if you just make all your gates double wide. These, I fought the headache to just get them in and have small little enclosures for the shearing. But whether you set up cow farms or anything like that, it is such a hassle trying to get them to go through a one gate wide opening. Just set them up with a couple. they'll do a lot better. All right, so yeah, we'll let these guys grow into a larger herd. And remind me, why are those not? Just weird. Witch? As long as that's an underground witch, I'm okay. So loud, though. Yeah. If the blues aren't all ready to go, let's leave them. Let's go look for... No, that's not a lead. I had 5. And I thought I had gotten... There it is. That sheep, and then it was just off of it. And while we're much better off with slimes now, it's not a big deal. We're not going to be in trouble if we don't get every lead back intact. We can do better. So get some blue. Now here's a trick. Hold your wheat and get them all to come into the water if you can. And that will make getting back around to their pens if you don't have super aggressive sheep. Nope. Don't you bad sheep. Come on. Oh wait, I don't want to. Sorry. It was total bait. Bait and switch. See you. Not night yet. Did I not go into that one, or are they just super furry? Time check. 34. Oh boy, losing everything. We still going? Still going. Okay. Stop it. Keep clicking the game window to try to return to the game. All right. There's that. So again, the hope here is if the floor of the rooms that we made in the Nether for the ghast are carpeted, then the land-based mobs won't be able to spawn. But I think ghasts can. I don't know that for certain, but that's the hope. Did they, like, give the sheep AI a new, like, we want to leave mentality? Because they're... Like, what about this guy? He's down here in the corner. Like, oh, yeah, I got all this grass. Nobody's around down here eating. So it's just seed grass. Ooh, we missed some. Yeah. Plop, plop. Um... Okay, I think we've done a pretty good start there. I don't know how many it's gonna take, how many we're gonna need. You get a bunch though. It's not a bad return on carpet. But we got a lot of floor. So if this doesn't end up being something that'll work, again, it doesn't hurt. Wool is great for interior coloring and stuff where you know you're not going to have a lot of mob devastation going on. Check here. Ooh, got some wood. I think we had brought that out for design purposes, so maybe keep it handy. Let's go. I remember going into the caves down there. I think we'd kind of gotten them vetted out. And now it's like, why do I want to go into caves in old chunks when I can go to caves in new chunks and find cool new stuff, right? That worked out pretty well. I was looking. Let's check here too. Fence. Ha! Ha 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 ha! We don't have any sugar, but let's go clip them again. And then we'll go see if we can get a horse. We can get 2 horses and breed them. I remember when trying to get golden apples to breed a horse was such a chore. What? You expect us to do what? Why can't we just give them wheat? Now it's like, I live on golden apples. So I did pick up those flowers that we kind of ostensibly left for dyeing of sheep, but I'd also like to dye some terracotta and see what that does. It's another thing we could be doing in this episode, but we're here. Let's go see if we can do this. We'll need a saddle. I know I have all the stuff in the toolboxes anyway, but... And since he will be... We want 2, right? Since they will be our first 2 horses, they will get diamonds. if this doesn't work, I say this because it's likely impossible. I know, you guys are awesome. I love all your views, your likes, your comments. They're building, and it's incredible. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming by and checking it out. I hope you do enjoy the content, and I really appreciate it if you guys are spreading the word to other people that play the game and like hardcore. That's very cool of you, and a thank you. That being said, we're not quite to that point yet where we've just got, um, hordes of people checking or watching for the video to pop and then watching it immediately, much less replying in the comments to the stuff we're talking about. So, like that happens on YouTube videos, right? No. It is. I see you out here, horsey. Why don't you come with me and let's go? Let's go in here where. Oh, I like your hooves. Did your hooves change? Oh, we may need to do this so you can fit. Come on. Come on. You're wonderful. And then we'll go get that dark one on the other side that has the same kind of dark back speckling, maybe. Okay, so anybody that is unfamiliar, these are horses. Nay, they all have some different attributes. And you can see the hearts that show up over my food bar. Those are the horse's health. And horses can get dinged up, if they're in a fight, if zombies are coming or whatever, they'll take some damage. You can feed them apples and hay bales and wheat and all kinds of stuff to get them healthy again. In addition, they also have kind of a personality. There we go. You see the heart pop up there? So that means that he is now our pal. Or she. And now we got a horse. He's pretty quick. Good horsey. Now remember, we had some holes over here that we want to watch out for. Well, yeah, look at that. And this used to be the awesome way to travel over distances in overland Minecraft until you had an elaborate rail system built up. There just wasn't a lot of options. All right, and where's that brown one that looked like him? There are like 6 different patterns per color of horse. So there's one that has like snowflakey type star patterns. There's one that has like socks. There's one that's like a sorrel that has just swaths of, an off color. So the one that we glimpsed back here through the trees was brown with black on its back, and they kind of make a nice dark colored horse. There's our original bridge. The very first bridge we built. That was when we were bringing cows back to start our cow farm. The memories. I love the memories in Minecraft where your little world is just everything that you remember having done in it. And this will someday be the memory of when we searched for the horse in the forest. Okay, there he is. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I got a special friend for you over there. Come on. Let's go meet her. Meet him? I don't know. You guys figure it out. This isn't that detailed a graphical game. Okay, let's bring you up here so that you have further to go. And then we'll take that off. We'll open our hand. And now we'll get on. Now the hearts don't correlate to their speed. So you'll sometimes get fast horses, you'll sometimes get slow horses. Oh, we're going to have to sleep in the midst of this. Come on. Give me a heart. Give me a heart. Oh, man. Oh, come on. All right, you get one more chance before we have to go sleep. 2 more chances. That was a quick one. Come on. You got this. There you go. We'll introduce you in the morning. Sleep. Sip. There you go. All right. So now, if you're not on the horse, if you're on the horse, you just hit E and you can see the saddle thing. You can also go up to them and left shift or crouch and then access them and get to their inventory. So we can equip this horse with saddle and armor as well. And the armor will effectively mitigate some of the damage for them. Come on. Oh. Hey, are you guys excited to meet each other? Let's do this here. Oh, not yet. Come on. Come in here. Come on. You guys both want to. Don't you want to come in here? Come on. Because I don't know that we can get your full. Okay. Wait. And. Oh, sorry. You done? Baby horse! And so the baby horse will always take on the coloring of one or the other of the parents. So we get a little baby. Awesome. Now, since you're presumably, we're just going to associate, you're the mom, we're going to leave you here with baby, and you guys have this whole area to run around. You can hang out with the sheep. Yeah, they kind of look like you. We're going to shear them one last time, and then we'll take the brown horse back over and at least hitch him up somewhere over where we could potentially use him to ride around. That's the plan. Anyway, what a fun little adventure. Now, the other thing that we need to, we've seen them throughout the world, but we'll need to find donkeys. And when we not only breed, you can obviously breed a donkey to a donkey and make another donkey. Mules are a hybrid of donkeys and horses. Right? They're bigger than donkeys. Obviously, they're stronger. Have more body mass, and they have the carrying. Oh, hey, you little stinker! Come on back in before the horses get wind of this. Okay, come on. Everybody in the pool. In the pool. Alright. It's exhausting, this whole shepherding. Okay. So, you two are going to be safe and happy and growing up secure. You're coming with me. I think he's underground. Alright, now we do still have this axe. Let's go ahead and clear. Don't run away, horse. They sometimes run away. Sometimes they used to. I don't know if they still do. They used to disappear. That was the worst. He had to relaunch the game. You just dismount your horse and it was just gone. Like what? And it was just some kind of a visual deal. They would still be there when you came back, but you had to relaunch to see him. All right, come here. Don't. But where did our road go? I think I lost our road. Oh, ow! Oh, you're too tall. Come on. Ah. Oh, this isn't going well. You're too fast for my road. There we go. Oh, yeah. Boop. You're not allergic to bees, are you? Hope not. Ah, so wonderful. We'll get you set up right here. This is perfect. Oh, don't go too far. Come here. Oh, you wasn't real happy about that. There. You're perfect. I think I have some hay bales. We'll go get some of those and set them up next to you so that you have some food. Not that he doesn't eat food. He's not going to waste away or anything, but... Oh. So we got... No. Hay bales. Oh man, now we got so much stuff. Alright, put all those in. You in. Hey, more dirt. Where have we seen that recently? Fence. Downstairs. So, one thing that I like to do, we're just going to finish this up and we'll call it good. One of the things I like to do is kind of set them up with like a hitching rail type environment. Now they will break lassos. They're more appropriately lassos than lead. You know, I guess you do have a lead rope for a horse. So you got to kind of be warned that they can get loose and away, and they won't necessarily just try to make a break for it, which is good. But I think that's kind of more of a hitching rail look. There you go. Now here, get some of these just decoratively. Put a couple under there. There you go. Maybe, oh, I don't like that though. Maybe one off. You guys know about, well, some other time. We'll make a good hay stack. A stack of hay bales that's all tied together. That can stay for now. We'll see how we decide we like all this. Eventually, they'll get a real horse enclosure, but now we've got a horse handy. And can take him on adventures with us, which I think is awesome. So, I think those were the main things that I had for us for this episode. I want to do that. I want to not do that. Let's do magenta. Store these up. And then put that, and top off that. Put the rest of this wheat in here. I think, well, let's switch. Have more fence than less fence. That can get dumped in there. And now, where on earth did these... Oh, they were... I think we just replaced all of it. No, they were in the tools, right? I think we can leave one more here. Tools. Perfect. Do we have stuff cooking here? Yes. Yes. I was like, do I have the right to... Oh, wait, no, we already finished the tools. All right. Well, guys, that's all I got. I even wrapped up a couple minutes under the hour, and I may talk you through it, but we'll see. Um, Serious and just unbelievable thank you. All the response, all the views, the likes, the comments. You guys absolutely rock, and you're making this just an awesome experience. So thank you so much for coming by. I hope you're enjoying the world. I know I'm having a blast, in case you couldn't tell. And this one was just what I needed after a day of building that was a blast too. Kind of being able to run around and be silly with horses and sheep and all that kind of stuff. It's the lighthearted part of Minecraft that I see so many people, that are making content. They're like, "Oh man, I got to be so, I'm all about either uh, the competitive side if it's PvP stuff, or the efficiency side if you're building machines and you're trying to compete with everybody else." And there needs to be a voice for those of you out there that are particularly trying with hardcore. Um, but any kind, if you're just playing survival Minecraft out there, remember, it's supposed to be fun. It's a game. It's entertaining. We choose to play this game because we like it. And there's no silly police out there that are like, no, you're not being serious enough. You can't be so silly when you play this game. You've got to be, focus up. Let's go. We gotta get this done. None of that. You can take time to go have fun. And I know the fixing the tools and all that, it's a little more serious. It's not, I guess it's just straight up boring, really. But hey, we get to talk about the weather, so not bad there. Um, but the rest of the time, take your time, especially in your hardcore worlds. I said it, I was kind of tongue in cheek, and I've made the same thing every time. Oh, there's our first bridge. It's just three wide cobblestone slabs across a ravine, but it's really more true than I think a lot of people give it credit for. That these are worlds that you go through, and you really grow them up. They're nothing. You can go look at whatever seed you want, and have spawn chunks, and they can be whatever they want, but they're nothing until you go explore them and have some fun in them. And if no offense to whoever the dude is that's just walking to the edge lands or whatever they are, the border realms. That's that's his way of enjoying it. I'm not hating you. It's a sandbox. You can do whatever you want. But I do think, a lot of times we get so caught up in the advancements or the building or anything else that we just forget, hey, there's a lot of just fun stuff. You can go interact with the animals and stuff and have fun. And hey, we got a couple horses now. I got a little baby out there, and I don't want to lose sight, for some of you that may be coming in. We got that whole kind of hilly, open, grassy area in the midst of all the forests, and we really want to turn that into something too. It fits in with our story that we've got this fortress in the ocean, and can do a lot of exploring and our traders and all that, but we're also, kind of portraying it in a time in the world when we had to, if you couldn't make it or provide it, you didn't get it. And animals are a big part of that. So having some ranching type operations going on is fun, and being able to use the saddles and ride a horse every once in a while, that's cool. I don't know that our world completely sets up, but we have discovered that, pushing out beyond where we found the white horse, that does connect out into the basically massive untapped continent that I think goes all the way beyond our end stronghold and kind of out towards where we're doing the gas farm stuff. So there's loads and loads and loads of stuff going on in this world, and taking a horse along for some of it can be fun. So much more to come. Again, I just kind of filling out the hour now, but you guys rock. And even though for me it's late at night and breaks are not as appealing as bed at this point, for you guys, You may have 5 more videos available, when you watch this one. If you're doing that, or if you're just playing your own games or watching other people's content, make sure you build in some breaks for yourself. Get outside. I'm going to go out and see if the stars are visible, or if it's still cloud, or if it clouded back in again, and enjoy that a little bit before I turn in. But you guys take care of yourselves. Enjoy a break now and then. Take care of yourselves and others. And most importantly, stay the awesome people that you are. Do drop those likes and comments. I really appreciate them. Sub if you want to get updates on the upcoming videos. We'll see you back for a next one. But until then, bye-bye.